Welcome to Windward TV. I'm your host, Kevin Schilter, and today we have Jason Scalise from Broadway Wine & Spirits. Welcome, Jason.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So we're at User Conference 2012, Windward Software in Penticton here, and part of getting Jason on set is really, as an entrepreneur, to hear some of the tips and tricks, business advice, and the things that made you successful at Broadway Wine.
Correct, yes.
So Broadway Wine & Spirits in Connecticut is your business.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit more. How'd you get started?
Oh, we started, almost 10 years ago. My brother and I, we had a property, and you know, it's the strangest thing. It's just one day we were talking about what to do with it. We had some friends in the industry, and before you know it, we were, pulling liquor licenses, starting a business plan, and about 2 years later, we opened. So it was kind of a strange birth to the company, but interesting. It's been good.
Some of the things I wanted to cover off in today's episode was really hopefully you'd share some of the things that made you successful in your business today.
Sure.
Obviously, there's been a few hard knocks along the ways, as most entrepreneurs experience.
Yes.
So I guess from that side of it, coming out the other end.
Sure. Keeping it simple and moving forward for me. I think that your entrepreneurial spirit sometimes can be perishable. It's something that it's good to have, but too much of it can destroy you. I've learned to simplify things over the last few years with my business. We've talked about buying and our customers, and now I don't want to reinvent the wheel anymore. I just want to keep them happy and just give them what they want, and it's made my whole personal life a lot better, just simplifying my business life, and allowed me, as we've talked about, new hobbies and everything that for myself, just to really free up time and feel better and be healthier and just keep it simple. That's what I've learned.
You shared off camera a paradigm shift or talked about really just buying things that your customers want. Tell me more about that.
Well, it sounds so easy. But we are bombarded in my industry with salespeople all week, and it's very easy when you're in the store and you're constantly trying to appease everybody, and by doing that, you end up buying product that you don't need, or you just give a salesman maybe what I call a sympathy order. It's just whatever to get you out of my store. I'll take a case, and. You'll accumulate, inventory that's just not aligned with what your customers want. Over time, and in trying to solve these problems, I found out that there was just a lot of most of my wasted time was actually entertaining salesmen, and it was probably a couple of days a week that you would
all in.
Wow. A couple hours here, a couple hours there. And the problem with those, they're unplanned interactions. You'll be in the middle of working with your customers or working on the software or whatever I was doing, and an interruption takes you off track for 2 hours, takes you another hour to figure out where you were. And so what I did was I said, this has got to go. We have to eliminate that part of the business, and it'll free up time, and then start really just watching what our customers are buying. We talked about this years ago, and how we really started to just stop listening to this side, the suppliers,
that's where
their
you talk
voices,
about, like your red wine price bracket,
and just watch our customers and just give them what they want. And then the flow is so much better now. I'm so much more confident in my store when I go in there. I know it's what my customers want. It's not what my suppliers want us to have. And you need to be open to new products, and you need to be listening to if customers are asking for something and you don't have it. I mean, you need to be there and listen. But if you take on the old ways I had with the store of trying to make everybody happy, the only one that isn't is you. At the end of the day, it's in your customers at some point, which is not a good feeling. Not a good feeling.
So I guess for our viewers that may not have purchased Windward System 5 as of yet, how did you do that? What reports were you looking at? How did you distill that down to really listen to your customer?
We had talked. I've done a couple of data sets with System 5. My second one I put my brain into, if you will, and I really thought about our industry and how I could simplify the program as much as possible, so that the reports are clear to me. It's easier to find out what's selling, what isn't selling is just as important. And just kind of, I had a replace what's sold mentality, just replace what's sold, And I thought in time, if I just do that, that my inventory would be almost like organic, like what the customers want. It'll just develop by way of demand, and it will just give it to them. And it sounds, like you said, very easy to do, but there's so many distractions when you in the real world when you get into your store, and it's not only suppliers, it's sometimes customers.
You knocked 100 stand-up wine bottles out of your store.
Yeah, we, a
or
lot.
Several hundred,
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
We've actually expanded since, but at the time I had to cut back and reinvest that money in the right things for financial purposes. And Windward, I kept very simple. We've talked about the look upward feature, which I loved,
Right.
keeping things really simple. That helped me a lot during that time, and maintaining it simple after that. That's not reinventing the wheel. It's something I don't want to fight the tide anymore. And I found a good way with Windward to just watch the customer, give them what they want, and they're happier. I'm happier. I have more time. I wish I knew this, 10 years ago, but it's something that I'm happy to live through and still be in business and just keeping it simple moving forward.
What are some of the things you did to simplify your point of sale experience for your customer?
It's the most important part, I think. The back office can wait and anything. And we've got a high turnover with our staff, and it's normal. They're college kids, they come and go.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be realistic and understand that there's not a lot of time for training, but there's a lot of room for error up there if you don't think through how you're going to set up your point of sale area and work with it. So we've built some really simple touch screens, they're very easy, it's something that I should be able to sit down with a new member of our staff and in 5 minutes they could be a pro, if that, and very simple. And
is that a real thing, or that's a fake 5, or is
no,
real?
it's real.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why, because everything we do, and I try to train some of our other staff, is you have to think about the point of sale. Like when we talked about barcoding, similar products with SKUs that are discontinuing one or another. If I'm up there, I know how to search for the other one, but that new person that just started has no idea how. So it's easier that we just solve the problem in the back room, re-barcode stuff. So when it gets there, it's just a matter of scanning, And I think you may have saw in the presentation earlier how we did with the kegs. So you just touch that button and you get a nice alphabetical list. My goal was to just have no one, where's Jason? This doesn't scan, and I have to, as a businessman, realize that these people are here for a short period of time helping us. They're great girls. They're like part of they leave, they go off for 4 months, they forgot everything probably. When they come back, it has to be easy to get back in and out of, because I don't want to spend days training, and there's really no need to when you have a solution like this. There's no need to. It's just think through what you want to do and just make it happen, because there's definitely ways to do it in System 5. So that's helped us a ton at the point of sale. And the customers are happy. They're faster through there. There's no waiting, or this is not scanning, or where's the manager or something,
Right.
So
which is more waiting for the customer.
More waiting. So they
yeah.
move faster through it, much faster.
That's healthy.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very healthy, yes.
Good. For any Windward customers that might be thinking about coming to a user conference, what would you say to them?
It's
should they come?
Oh, yeah, it's such an experience. It's so much more than just the conference itself. I mean, one might ask, well, I could probably get this over the phone, and I understand but to get out here and meet other users and network and listen to people who have the same problems with you, feel the same pains, and have either solved them or have a way to solve them, there's a whole world of knowledge in this room that you can't get anywhere else.
Right.
So it's something that I foresee coming to annually if you guys continue to do that. And I feel I need to be a part of it to not only help the software develop by sharing problems if we have with you guys, but just like last year, I came with one set of problems. This year, I'll come with a new set, and next year I'll come with a new set of ideas, and we'll solve them here. And I learn more from just speaking with all the other users. It's amazing. It's incredible.
Great to hear.
It's a good investment. It really is a good investment, And I saw, which I really liked, was there was a couple of people that actually are coming here before they go live, which is brilliant, because I hadn't even thought of that, and if you can afford it to do something like that, I mean, even already I see the two ladies, they're like, I know it's in they're canceling the way they're doing things already, and it's only been 3 hours that we've been in the conference, so it's a good investment. If you're serious about your company and you really want to change the way you do business or get better at it or solve problems, this is a good place to be.
Excellent. Well, Jason, I appreciate you coming on the show today.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
It's fantastic to have you out again.
Thank you.
This is your second user conference, of course.
Yeah, third visit.
time here, though.
Yeah, second conference, and you'll see me again, for sure.
That's great.
Yes.
All right. And remember, at Windward Software, we help you run your business instead of just reporting on it.